Namaskar. Welcome to an exclusive program on Uttar Pradesh voting. So the first phase of Uttar Pradesh voting started, 11 districts, 58 seats. And I have, of course, with me Mr. Anand Vardhan, who will talk to us, tell us what is happening in Uttar Pradesh, sir. How is the voting going on? How is Western Uttar Pradesh reacting? How is Yogi ji? How is Akhilesh ji? What is happening?
Uh, Welcome to all my I will say, the new audience, which we and Mr. Nair are together on SW News. Uh, Uttar Pradesh, it seems, is ready to, is very readily and with open arms, they are going for these elections. We might see a record voting this time in the first phase itself, though
Correct.
it is very cold, but it has picked up. It has picked up, and we might. Voting is still going on. By the time we end up voting and the final tally will come, it will be some record sort of a thing. Voting is going to happen. Now, having said that, this is to be seen whether generally in past, whenever there was a higher vote percentage, it always favored BJP. That was the general convention. Now, this is to be seen whether this time higher voting is going to help BJP or is going to help the Gadbandhan or the alliance. In my opinion, because alliance this time is very vocal, and something has happened. Sujit ji, I must tell you, and uh, in the very beginning, I'm very worried on that, because this is for the first time since '77. I'm seeing elections firsthand. I'm firsthand. I will say a participant in the election. For last 45 years, I've never seen this, that the candidates of a particular party are being chased. The candidates of a particular party are being, they are telling that you please don't come. People are abusing. No, this is a bad trend. This I'm worried on this. Why I'm telling you this is because the basic thing remains. Today it is happening with BJP candidates. Tomorrow, if the trend starts and if someone picks it up, then with the type of money power which is in play, one can hire people, and maybe some genuine candidate, he can be shooed away. He
Very
can
correct.
be so. That is why I am worried. The role of money is going to be more and more and more. So, in my opinion, in a democracy, I have all the right. If you have not done work, I will throw you out. But chasing someone, abusing someone, somehow I don't subscribe to that.
I completely agree to you. I completely agree to you because if you do that, you are so correct. You are so correct, and your perspective is so correct and so new that you see this could happen by some other guys paying money and getting the candidate shoot. But tell me, sir, how is it looking? People say that Western Maharashtra, Western Uttar Pradesh is very favorable to Akhilesh. Is that what's happening, or are we seeing something different?
No, it is going to be, because if those figures are such that if I start sharing that, people will feel that what I'm talking, I'm not in senses. We are going to have 58 seats to be decided today. Fate of 58 candidates. In the last election, we had 53 BJP, 2 BSP, 2 SP, and 1 RLD. Now, this time, in my opinion, in the first phase, BJP will be very lucky and a very good performance if BJP crosses 20. I'm again telling, with full responsibility. If BJP crosses 20, it will be a good performance by BJP, because, in my opinion, this is some area which is very difficult. People try to make out something that there is a wedge between Jat and Muslims, and Amit Shah Sahab also wanted this, that Jat and the sympathizers of BJP were fighting Mughals for last 650 years and things like that. It has not worked. The Jat and the Muslims are standing behind this Gadbandhan rock solid. So, in my opinion, crossing 20 will be a big achievement for BJP.
But sir, if BJP crosses 20, for instance, we will then see a very different result, wouldn't we? See, because if they cross 20 in the Western Uttar Pradesh, where they are not supposed to do well, which means the end result would be more than 220, 240, 260, as was predicted by opinion polls, wouldn't it?
No, I'm talking of not in Western Uttar Pradesh. I'm talking of in these 58
58
seats,
states. Okay, okay, okay.
which they are having 20 and 53. If they are not going to cross 20, there is a net loss of 33 seats in this phase only.
Correct.
And they are going to have 7 phases.
Correct.
So, net, the people which we are talking about, we have 403, they had 312, plus allies, they had 325. Maybe only from Western UP 3 phases, they might be short by maybe that 100 lead of 100 or something like that, so that they come on the halfway mark will be there. Because Western UP, they are having, they are not able to regain the lost ground.
Singh Saab, let's do a micro analysis of these 58 seats. Yep. Let's start with BSP. How is BSP playing a role in these 58 seats?
Not to the extent which we had thought. Because BSP was a very late entrant. When all the parties were geared up and they were already on the campaign trail, then the BSP joined. And it was expected that this being the one of the most solid areas of Mayawati ji, she is going to perform well, but it has not happened. Somehow, the Jat Muslim combination has worked, and the people who are not happy with the present government, maybe at the center or maybe at the state level, they looking at this that this Gathbandhan is doing well. They are majority of them are throwing their weight behind this Gathbandhan.
So that's as far as BASP is concerned. MIM?
No, MIM is non-starter.
It's non-starter.
In my opinion, last election, total votes they polled around 2,38,000. Crossing that even that 2,38,000 will be difficult.
Okay. What about RLD? How is RLD going to fare here?
No, RLD is going to do extremely well. RLD last time, RLD had only one seat, and that MLA crossed over to BJP share. I mean, it never stayed with RLD. They crossed over. I will go by on a district to district basis, like Muzaffarnagar, where that RLD got one seat in Shamli.
Okay.
They had 9 seats. Now this time BJP had about 7 or 8 seats there. It will be very difficult for BJP to even get 2 or 3 seats there. I'm talking of Muzaffarnagar.
Okay.
Bagpat, we had 3 seats. BJP had 2 plus 1. This time BJP is losing all 3. Meerut, BJP, we total 7 seats. BJP had 6. Certainly, with certainty, we can say that BJP is losing 4 seats. With certainty, 3 they are fighting. They have an edge. Let's see what is going to happen. Ghaziabad, BJP all 5. It was a clean sweep. This time, it might be 2, might be 3. It is not going to be a clean sweep. Noida, BJP had 3. This time, BJP, in my opinion, will have about 2. There will be a loss of 1 seat. Then we have Hapur. We have in last election we had 2 BJP, 1 BSP. Maybe there will be a loss of 1 seat for BJP. Mathura, we had last time we had 5 seats. We had 4 BJP, 1 BSP. This time, even if they get 2 seats in Mathura, it will be a great achievement. This is one place where BSP is going to do. They might increase it from 1 to 2 or maybe 3.
Okay.
Then we have Bulandshahr. We had 7 seats, all BJP. This time, at least they are going to lose 3 to 4 seats. Then we have Agra. Now, Agra is some place which I will say, which is one area where Mayawati is very strong. This is the same place where that Valmiki boy, who was, I mean, I will say murdered or whatever term you use, who was there. There was a charge of stealing something from the police. I mean, they call it by some malkhana, and then he was thrashed to death. He died in the police custody. This is the same place, Valmiki. So Agra, I don't have the figures right now as far as seat to seat basis, but yes, this is some place where BSP will also do well, where even SP will do well, and Aligarh. Aligarh, surprisingly, in last election was all BJP. This time there will be certainly there is going to be a dent. There is absolutely no doubt about it.
So that's how the 11 districts are looking. Acha, tell me, Singh Saab, Teni's son has been Ashish Mishra is
There are 9 districts,
okay.
not 11. Yes, please.
Okay, Ashish Mishra has been given bail. Is it going to be good for BJP? Will he be able to campaign for BJP, or is it going to be bad for BJP? Will that go against BJP?
There are 2 things. As far as Teni ji is concerned, as far as the Mishra household is concerned, it is a matter of relief that at least he is out of it. But someone who is who is taking all the elections with all the every action of a party which they base on the scale of election, in my opinion, this is going to affect BJP adversely, because I feel maybe of 1 vote, but somehow this will not be to the advantage of BJP. We are already through with nominations of 6 phases. We are going on the 7th phase. It was very difficult. None of the, if you remember, for last 3 months, everyone was talking of Teni has not resigned. Teni has not resigned. This is one of the main election campaign, and BJP, none of their leaders, everyone is silent on that. No one is responding. So, in my opinion, it will work against BJP. Maybe the people there in BJP who are there who understands this, what is happening where, left to them, they would have taken a better case, that they might have thought of that Teni's son Ashish Mishra gets released after 7th of March, but the High Court has granted him bail. Let's see.
A lot of us, basically you and to a certain extent me, we have been saying that this time around Uttar Pradesh is not going to be completely communal, will not be fought on complete communal issue. We have been saying that. Have we proven ourselves right, Singh Saab? Is Uttar Pradesh now going a little beyond communal issue to employment and to health and so on and so forth?
Certainly. Though BJP is trying to give that, I mean, they are desperate. They are desperate to give it a Hindu Muslim, because even in their manifesto, they are now talking of love jihad. The newspaper headlines, the main points of manifesto also mentions the first 2 or 3 points is the love jihad. So they are very keen on that. They are also very keen that they have said that we are going to give a free cylinder to all the Ujjwala beneficiaries at the time of Holi and Diwali. Now, if it is a festival-driven thing, then why you are not including? There's a question: why you are not including Eid or for that matter Prakash Parv, or for that matter Christmas? They have a logic that because between Holi and Diwali there is a gap of 6 months. That is why we have done that. Now, if you wanted to be like that, then ideally it would have been that 1 cylinder in January, 1 cylinder in July. Matter ends. So they are trying to communalize desperately. But I must say, and I'm very proud of the average voter of Uttar Pradesh, that they are not ready to take that. They are not ready to take that.
Singh Saab, my last question. How is the mood? How is BJP workers? How are their mood? How is SP workers? What is their mood? How is the motivation levels?
I will. What is happening? Somehow, BJP is fighting a very, very planned are very tightly, like you see a film that is very, very well edited. No, Sapa Gathbandhan is fighting a very, very planned election. They are very planned, they are very focused, and you will find that there is no bickering and things like that. Whereas BJP, somehow, they are not able to grip election like that. I mean, it is still something is happening here. Someone is trying to rake up the issue of communal. No, I don't know why. I don't know why the UP chief minister started that. We don't want UP to become Kashmir, Kerala, and Bengal. I mean, it was not required. Because Jayant replied that he said all these places, Kashmir, Kerala, and Bengal, which he mentioned, some state has twice the per capita income of individual. Someone has as large as 7 times the per capita income of UP. So this I don't know why they are doing, but between Gathbandhan and BJP, Gathbandhan is fighting a very planned election.
Singh Saab, thank you so much. But one more question before you go. I want to ask you one more question, which a lot of our viewers have been asking me, and I want your view on this. Has the hijab issue in Karnataka, is it affecting, is it making a difference in Uttar Pradesh elections?
BJP certainly wants to make it an issue. Certainly, there is no doubt about it. Because their rural development minister, who was ex BJP state president, I'm forgetting that name. That gentleman, 2 days back, he's coming out with a statement that one day saffron will replace tricolor. And he says it might be 2 years, may not be today, might take 2 years, might take 5 years. So they are hell bent on making it communal. But I will still say that, and we must understand the hijab controversy, where it all started. It is starting in the South Karnataka, which at one point of time was the stronghold of Congress.
Congress,
Now,
Udupi.
yes, and then and all these strong, I mean, Margaret Alva, name all the Congress stalwarts, the strong men were coming from that area. Congress has lost it to BJP. Now, that is one area from where this all is starting. So, hijab, till now, the UP, Hindu Muslim both, they are, for the first time I am seeing, they want any government to be more answerable, and they want something tangible, that what you are going to do, something more tangible.
Thank you so much, Singh Saab. Thank you so much for your insights. We'll be in touch and we'll talk more about Uttar Pradesh very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.